Welcome to the next episode of Tea with Tea. And today my guest is Gijs Oosthuizen. And he's not only my brother-in-law, but he's also my partner in business. And we also summited Kilimanjaro together. So today we are going to chat all about the experience of summiting Kilimanjaro. What to wear, what to take with, what was the challenges we experienced on the mountain. So with no further ado, challenging part for you during the summit.
For me it was at the end, the summiting, the last evening, getting up at 11 o'clock in the evening, getting our things ready, and then to start the hike in the dark. With your little headlight, you couldn't see anything. It was pitch dark. You just had to follow the guy in front of you. I think when it hit home really was when you tried to eat your banana and it was frozen. The guys told us just before we left the camp, they said, listen, when you drink your water, take small sips constantly. To prevent the pipe for the bladder to freeze. But it did eventually, yours was the first one that went. Ours went as we got higher. The whole bladder pipe froze, so you couldn't drink water anymore. And that's, I think, when a reality hits in that, with the altitude, with the cold, it was definitely...
it was challenging.
Definitely.
Yeah, I agree with you. For me, it was the extremely cold nights. The first 2 days was fairly warm. I mean, we still walked in our hiking shorts and short sleeves.
Correct,
But by day 3, we were all in our full gear, long pants, rain jackets, our baklavas and hats and all of that. Wind factor. But the nights got extremely cold for me. I wasn't prepared for that cold. So I really struggled. I remember this one night that I was like shivering from the cold, and I think my husband woke up because he hurt my teeth, and he just climbed into my sleeping bag and to try and keep me warm. And that was lovely because I had the best night's sleep ever on the mountain, but he didn't because he had to sleep with one leg out and one leg into the sleeping bag. So he didn't have lots of sleep, but he took one for the team. So that was a very good race for me.
Luckily you had a husband. We didn't. We just had to tough it out.
So our team that we walked with was myself, Gijs, my husband Denise, and my brother-in-law Gideon. So it was family. So it was very special. And then also for me, same Gijs, that night of summiting, we woke up, they checked our blood pressure and our oxygen levels, and we were all fine. We were still all above 90%.
But they were very particular about preventing
altitude sickness.
So every morning, even when we started in the beginning, they checked us. But they were very particular that last morning or evening.
The team we went with was very sufficient, I must say.
Definitely. And the other thing I just want to backtrack a little bit is how big team, the amount of guys that looked after us. Because it was the 4 of us, we were the only clients. And then there was, it was our leader. There was another guy that also walked with us. Then there was the whole kitchen team. There was the porters, about 3 porters per person. So we had a good 21 guys looking after 4 people. So the support was different.
It was absolutely true. I mean, we would come to the camp and it would be already set up. We were very lucky. We had our own toilets.
Correct.
So that was also already set up. Kitchen was set up. Our sleeping area was set up. So we didn't have to do anything. And they carried all of our food and all of our luggage. We just carried our day packs. Because we have to mention this as well.
Definitely.
Normally when we do hikes in South Africa, we carry everything.
Every man for himself.
But on Kilimanjaro, it's slack packing. You only carry your day bags and they carry everything for you. The allowance that we could take was 15 kg, But the reason they do that is for job creation, and they keep everything in their country. So, and that's a very good way of creating jobs.
Yeah. And for tourism, everybody gets a part. It's not just one guy that leads the group, but everybody in the community takes part. And creating jobs.
Going back to challenging moments, and I have to agree with you, Gijs, that summiting night, after they checked our oxygen levels, we started walking around about 12 o'clock midnight, and our team was great. They believed in us so much that we started passing people. And I remember we stopped at one point, and yes, my banana was frozen, but I literally didn't care because I had to eat something, because I could feel my sugar levels were dropping and my energy levels were dropping, and I needed that pick me up. So I had like a sorbet on the mountain, but it really helped me. But as we sat there for a moment and we just looked up, all of the people had their headlights on, but that started to mix with the stars because we couldn't actually see the horizon or where the mountain was ending. We couldn't see anything because it was pitch dark. And we were just kept on going, and we didn't know where the end was.
And also we didn't have watches with us. Because none of us carry watches or wear watches. We're normally on the phone. You don't have your phone with you. And
even with me with this watch, we had to charge it, and
you couldn't charge it. So you have no framework of timelines. So you just, everything is on and on and on, and you just see this dark in front of you, and the snake of little headlights going up the mountain, and it was your only indication that you still need to go up because there's lights above you. So it plays with your head. You spend a lot of time in your head thinking that just one foot in front of the other foot.
Pole.
The cold is intense. Cuts right into your bones. And it's a profound experience.
And then we reached Stella Point, and that there was a lady that's sitting there, and she was finished. She was sitting like this, and there wasn't that far to go from Stella Point to the peak. But she was finished.
And I think also, by that point, or by that point in time, when you get to Stella Point, you're so exhausted, you're tired.
So your head starts playing games.
Even though it's just another 100 meters, it feels like another 5 kilometers. But our team, like Talita said, were very supportive. Said, "Come on, guys, you can do it," because obviously they've done it hundreds of times. So they had an idea where we are and how far we had to go, and they were very supportive. They basically didn't carry us physically, but they carried us emotionally. And from there on, it just eventually you do get to the top.
Yes. And that was amazing. We walked up, and we could still see the glacier, and that's, I think, in probably about 40-50 years people are not going to be able to see the glacier anymore because of climate change. It might be less. So we were very fortunate to see the glacier, and we could see the sun coming up because the sun was starting to rise.
That's the whole idea. Why I start the previous evening at 11 is to be at the top at sunrise, so you've got that whole magic moment at the top, sun coming up above the clouds, if there's clouds. And luckily we had a clear morning.
We had a very clear morning.
And 90% of the time the mornings are clear, but you do get your mornings where it will be misty, and then you'll be in the clouds, but you won't be able to see anything. But we were lucky, we saw everything.
We saw everything.
Great view.
And I remember we were walking so slow because by then our oxygen levels are very low, and it was minus 12 degrees. It was really cold, and I had to actually change gloves with Geria, because my gloves were not sufficient enough. It was not. And then we got to the peak, and it was a very emotional moment for me because my father's birthday is on the 29th of August, and he passed away in 2021, and we summited Kilimanjaro a year later on 29th of August 2022. So when we got to the peak, I just started crying. I was very emotional, but it was bittersweet because here we are on the top of the mountain, highest mountain in Africa, and we celebrated that as a family, and in the remembrance of my father. So it was really, really special.
Yeah, definitely.
Would you do it again?
Definitely. I'll do it again. I always tell myself that, you've done something once, you got it right. When you go and do it the second time, you'll be prepared differently.
Yeah.
You'll have different experiences, and you just want to make sure the first time wasn't a fluke, but you've done it twice, and you can do it. So yes, I'll definitely go again.
Yeah.
Amazing.
We did the Le Morche route, and it was 7 days in total. So we summited on day 6, and then it took us 1 day to come down. Because on day 6 you summit and you go halfway down, and then day 7 you go the rest of the way. But there's so many other routes as well. So when we do it again, we'll choose a different route, and it will be a different experience route as well.
You meet so many people up there. You keep on passing each other. So, after day 6, you're friends because here comes Jimmy. He was lying in the dirt a few kilometers back, and
but he's now strong again.
Perhaps you're the next one that's going to be lying in the dirt crying. So it's a great team sport.
Yeah, very much so. But Gijs, we also have to talk about, what to pack. And if you've got tips.
I would definitely start off first with layering. I think that's the most important. It doesn't help you take your thickest jacket, and it's not going to be the right thing for all the different weather conditions, because when you start hiking, it's warm.
It's really warm.
And then as you go higher, you start this wind. You may get wet. There will be rain.
The factors start playing in a role.
So you definitely need different layers. I would say 4 or 5 layers. Something that keeps the heat to your body, like thermos. Then you need something to keep the water out. You need something to keep the wind out. You need something that will build body heat. So I'll definitely, if you're preparing to get your ducks in a row, with your different layering, and then something for your head to keep you lose a lot of heat through your head. Even if you sleep, when you're sleeping bag, everything is closed, but your head is exposed, so you lose heat. So at night time, you put the beanie on, then it just, nice and snug.
Well, for me, I was so cold, but I wore everything at night. Everything that was in my bag, I put on. I had my beanie. I had my buff, because a buff is also that can keep your neck warm.
It's a great tool,
and you can, if like in the first few days when it's hot, you can actually
use it for sweat.
But also you can cool yourself down.
Correct.
You can put it in water, cold water, make it wet, put it around your neck. And I also, because I was so cold at night, I would definitely take with, when we do it again, you get those small little heat packs that you put in boiling water and they become warm. I would put those in my bed before we go to bed, just to heat it up a little bit.
With your body core heat.
Body core heat, and my feet. Because we didn't have showers, we didn't have hot water, we didn't have baths. They would each night bring us a bowl of water, hot water, and that's what we had to wash our face, to wash ourselves, and that was it. Washed ourselves quickly,
make yourself pretty,
and then climb straight into bed. But also, like on the summer day, I wore stockings, long stockings. I also wore my thermals, long leggings, plus on top thermals. And the stockings helped a lot, because also for blistering, it definitely helped. So that's something I would recommend to take with.
So the guys out there, don't be shy. Get yourself a set. You don't have to wear the full set. Just chop the feet off, put them on. help with the blisters.
It will definitely help with blisters, and ladies, it will help with heat. But like I said, the layering is very important. Your rain jacket, but make sure that it's water resistant, but also wind. It will protect you against the wind.
Perhaps more waterproof than water resistant. Because water resistant will only last you a certain amount of time if the rain really buckets down.
Yeah.
So you want something that's waterproof. Keep the water out.
Yeah. And sunglasses, because the glare from the snow, your eyes become very sensitive. So sunglasses definitely, and your gloves, your hiking boots, and sunscreen. Because even if it's a cloudy day, you still can burn, and with the reflection of the snow and the ground as well, it bounces back and you do burn. So sunscreen definitely.
With the sunscreen, even if, like Talita says, if it's a cloudy day, you know, sometimes you think, okay, it's a cloudy day, it's not that bad. Those are the days you really get burned. You don't realize it. And then, you know, that evening when you go to your tent and you feel, I feel like a glowing purple.
And your nose is a little bit red than normal.
Perhaps a bit more than your nose.
Yes, it does. And also then to reapply during the day. And then there's a very controversial, thing that we have spoken about this before, is with the walking sticks. We do not prefer walking sticks because we've been hiking for so long and we're comfortable without them. But we did take them with. Because our team recommended to take them with.
I think there's certain times you do need it, especially on a hike like that. You might be on a tight spot and you need a bit of balance. Our walking sticks at the end of the day was more on my back than in my hands. I think
all of us,
but I would say,
it's a personal preference.
It's a personal preference. And if you go there for the first time, take it along. If you're not going to use it, you're not going to use it. If you're there and you need it and you don't have it, then it's a hiccup. So rather have it and not use it than not having it and using it.
And for me, I used it coming down. That helped me really a lot coming down because my legs were getting tired, and that just gave me a little bit more stability. But going up, we didn't really use them. But like we said, it's a personal preference. Any other tips that you can give?
Talita, I would say, no, just enjoy it, Don't try and put your own preferences on the hike. Live it as it is. The way those guys do it, you're in East Africa, they do things differently. They've got lots of humor. The staff, they're always full of jokes. We had one guy, his name happened to be Smiley, and he really became not just a
guy.
He was the chef.
Smiley was the chef.
Not the chef at the end of the day. He was a friend, and live the experience, take everything in. Don't try and put your stamp on it. Take it for what it is. That's like they say, the real McCoy.
I agree with you. And listen to your team. Don't take things in your own hands. Listen to your team. They know what they're doing.
They have done it once.
Or twice more than we've done it. So listen to them. They will guide you. And also with the food that they gave us, that was brilliant. So eat that and don't say, no, I don't feel like eating this today. They know what you need. So make sure that you get enough food in as well. Drink enough water. And just enjoy the whole experience.
Definitely. Brilliant. It's definitely, after this little chat, I feel like
we're going to do it again.
It's going to
Well, thank you so much, Gijs, for being my guest today on Tea with Tea. But I'm sure we're going to have this talk again because we have done so many hikes before, and with every hike there's different aspects,
different scenarios,
different
areas, Namibia, the Eastern Cape, the Garden Route.
We've got lots of stories to tell.
We've got a few campfire stories.
Yes, we do. Thank you so much for tuning in today with Tea with Tea. We will see you soon, and please remember to go and like, share and follow all of our social media pages. We will see you soon.